Well, there goes today's episode plan. As I sit down to record this, the brand new Create update has just come out, version 6.0, and it looks awesome. The bad news, however, is that I can't update this world or the perfect world pack just yet because I want to update Minecraft and Create to versions 1.21, if possible. And that means I need to wait for a whole bunch of other mods to update that we also use, and I'm then going to need to do lots of testing, make sure things work, and to be honest, I don't even know if it's going to be possible to update this world to 1.21. It's basically something that's going to involve weeks of testing, and I don't have time for that this week. And I know for a fact that not all the mods I use are actually available on the latest version yet anyhow, so yeah, now we play the waiting game. But that being said, I did have a whole episode planned for this week, although this is actually just a material checklist, but we can pretend. However, with the release of the Create update, it'll be rude not to check it out, so we're going to bin off this episode altogether. We're going to jump into a 1.21 flat world and play with the new stuff. Have we cut to the flat world? Now, if you're looking for an in-depth guide on all the new things, this isn't it. If, however, you want to see an idiot fumbling around and trying to work out the new things, then you are in the right place. Now, I do have a vague idea of what's new thanks to Polart's video, which is a bit more of an in-depth look at things, but it was all very confusing to me as I learned by doing, so let's get to the doing, I guess. Now, first look in the creative menu, I can see there's a chain conveyor. That looks fun. We'll have a little play around with that. We've got new textures on all of the copper stuff, so it actually matches the vanilla textures now. We've got this thing, an item hatch. We've got stock stuff, repackages, packages, and all sorts. And look at this, we've got loads of cardboard boxes. Got a redstone requester, a stock ticker, a tablecloth. Oh, there's so much to look at. Most importantly, there's a bell. Well, that makes me very happy. And I believe if you actually stick this on an elevator, when it stops at a floor, it does ring the bell. But anyway, there's much more important things than that. And I think first off, it'll be rude not to take a look at this, the chain conveyor. Let's just stick a couple of these on a tower, and I believe we link these with a chain. Yeah, look at that. And then we'll give it some power, and that should... Oh, look at that. Lovely new moving stuff, which always makes me happy. The question is, what's it actually used for? Oh, look at that. We can go at all sorts of funky angles. We can hold a wrench to travel on the chain. What? So what I got from that is I could literally put these chains anywhere. Oh, and they can just connect. Well, that could just be a cool way for moving rotational power around. Look at that. Then I guess I need a wrench. And if I do that, am I traveling? I am. This is incredibly satisfying. Whee! Yep. I approve of this traveling method, but I would assume they've got more purpose than that. Let's see what else we've got. The stock ticker. So the ticker connects to the link, which connects to packages, and then you can order items from the inventories. Now that sounds very cool. Then you have a stock keeper, okay. And when you order stuff, it goes into packages, and then you can just move those around. Right, okay. You can add categories. What does that even mean? And you can order blocks required for a schematic cannon. Oh, I like that. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to set some stuff up to play around with this. We'll have a look at these as well. This is an item hatch, which I believe if we just... Yeah, we can just literally deposit stuff straight into a vault with this. Oh, that's cool. So if we put a packager there and then a stock link, was it? Yep, one of those on top. So that's gone green, so I guess that's doing something. Does this have settings? Doesn't appear so. But then, if we connect a stock ticker to it, put a seat next door, and then get a chicken and make him the guy. Go on, that's it. You sit on there. Oh, he's got a little hat. Oh, my days. Look at that. It's actually an inventory management system. So that is showing me what's in my vault, right? If I add another cog. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. So how does this work? Categories. So if we create a category for create, place a list or attribute filter. So attribute filter, we need a reference item. So I guess that is in group create. Okay, that seems to make sense. So let's do that. And then if I go here, put that as create, put the filter in and tick it. Does nothing. I mean, it's added a tab. Yeah, I don't really know how they work, if I'm honest. Yeah, I really don't understand categories, because it makes it sound like it's supposed to categorize this stuff. But it doesn't appear to be working. Anyway, let's order some stuff. So, if we were to go, say, get 55 chains, and then send that order... Oh, it did do it! Look at that! And is that my stuff? Can I open that? Oh, I can. Okay, so it does have my chains in it. That's cool. Almost looks like a little face. Okay, so this is actually very cool because it means we can just dump everything in vaults from now on. And then when we need stuff, we can just order it from this guy. Can we order a bunch of different things at once? Looks like it. And then from here, we can automate that into doing other things. That is awesome. Well, this instantly makes me happy, but I just can't figure out the categories. Scrap that. I figured it out. Turns out I was just being an idiot. I told you that's what you were going to get. So basically, if I take this filter back out, so first up, let's just delete that and clear it out. So if I put this down and go to was added by create and click the plus button, then it actually adds the attribute to the filter. Now, when I go to put this in, it's putting create items down here and miscellaneous items up here. And the miscellaneous one, what I've done, if I just grab this filter, is I've just added a couple of items into it, and then once again created a new category. So chains and leads would show up here, and anything create would show up there. So if I just dump a bunch more create stuff in here, and some leads, and some more chains, let's put everything in there. Now when we look at this guy, we've got all the create items here, we've got miscellaneous items here, we can collapse them. Oh, this is so handy. It's like a proper actual inventory sorter type thing. I like it. And what I've noticed at the bottom here is we've got a package address, send items to. How does that work? I think it's time for a ponder. Wait a minute, we've done this ponder before. There is a next scene. What else can we do with this? Okay, so we can set a target address with a workshop. This address will be on all packages created for the request. And we can use filters to direct the package. Ooh. So we send one to the workshop, and then if we send one to the factory, is that going to go somewhere else? All right, that's awesome. We can use filters, frog ports, and post boxes. Have package routing availabilities. Okay, so I guess now we need to look at frog ports and post boxes and see if we can set ourselves up a little network here. Before I do that, though, I want to know, can I connect multiple inventories to the same network? Okay, look, that looks like I can click that. And then, in fact, let's put another packager here. If I do that, tuned to this network, connected to existing network successfully. Amazing. So I can continually just expand storage. If I now chuck a bunch of stuff in there, and there we go. Yes, I can see everything from the two different places. What happens if I put in an order for those two things? Oh, I'll get a package from each of them. This is awesome. Right, let's have a little play with this and set up a little network and see what I can do. Alrighty, so I think I've got a very basic network set up. And what I've done is set up 3 different addresses. So when things come out of here, they're either going to be packed, which basically means they're going to go this way and then just get flung off into oblivion as a package, or they're going to get unpacked, in which case they'll come through here, go into another one of these packages, and then that should unpack everything into this barrel. Or the third place is just to deliver the package directly to the chicken itself, so I could grab it for me. So in theory, that means I could send things off to different factories and so on whenever needed directly via the chicken, or I can just order stuff from the inventory and have it delivered to me. I've also put a clipboard down here and worked out how to add addresses to it. So for example, if I put a hashtag and then type something in, that will create a new address. I can then use something called a package filter, and as long as that clipboard is near me, it comes up with all the addresses in here. So I've got a new address for DFDF, whatever that might be. And then I can just stick that on a filter to direct and route packages around, which is very cool. So as a little test, let's go to chicken. As you can see, I've dumped a load more stuff in there as well. So if we get some stone and some mechanical belts, we can then set the address to packed and send. So that should create that package for us. So it looks like it's all come out of this one here. And that should carry on straight ahead because of the address on it. No? It's just trapped in there, is it? This package should have an address on it. How can I check that? Did I not do it right over here? Maybe I didn't select it properly. Let's try that again. So that one, hopefully, has packed written on it and will come flying out of here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I think I just didn't click the buttons properly. Excellent. So if we now do another package and we'll get a mix of stuff from a few different places, hopefully. Set that one to unpack. Should get 2 packages and they should both come this way and go in here. Could probably have sped this up a bit, couldn't I? So I think this filter here must be set incorrectly. Yep, there we go. And then they go in here, they get automatically unpacked, and then we get our items. And it'll be rude not to try and get one delivered directly to me as well. Or 2 in this case, I guess. Oh, in fact, I'm going to need to remove that filter. Oh, no, I destroyed everything. Right, let's try that again. An order with stuff from different places. Okay, so they're going to come around and they're both going to go here, but they're going to be two different packages. We actually kind of want them to be the same package. So although we're going to get our stuff, it's going to be in two different boxes. And I think that's where this comes in, the repackager. So if we put funnels there and there, just get rid of those boxes for now. Although that's cool, the fact they can just lay around anywhere like that. Is that because, oh, they're entities. Okay, bouncy, bouncy. Anyway, right, let's test the repackager, because hopefully what that should do is wait until it's got all the parts of the order I wanted, and then put it all into one box, I think. Maybe. So that should give us two packages. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. Okay, then those packages should go... No, that didn't work. It does say it merges packages from a request. Aha, apparently I need to give that redstone. Now it should do it. No, why are you not doing it? Okay, right, I'm being an idiot. I need to put an inventory there to actually catch both the boxes. Right, now hopefully this should work and repackage everything. Maybe, potentially, let's hope. The order is coming. Okay, this is good. Not quiet. Maybe I need to do that. And actually point the repackager at the inventory. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Right. And now, hopefully, that's got everything in it. Yes, it appears so. This is awesome. I'm loving this stuff. But now I need to know what a frog port is, because these things just look amazing. Oh my days, look at that. He just spat the package onto the conveyor. Okay, this is well cool. So this basically just looks like a much better way of routing packages than actually using belts and things. All right, so I think I've got these guys worked out, these little frog dudes, and they are awesome. So if we go over here and chat to the stockkeeper, then we order a bunch of oak wood and gearbox and a depot. We're going to send that to Felicity. Send that. Then look at this. Look, the package comes out of there. Goes, oh no, I need a funnel. There we go. Goes into Fred, and look at that. He sticks it up on the chain, and then that should go all the way around to Felicity, which is this one here. And then she should grab it off the chain as well, hopefully. They look so cool when they're traveling around. And oh, yeah, look, there she goes. And there's our little package. Amazing. And we can even order a bunch of different items. Send them to Greg. That should come out of multiple ones. Yep. There we go. He's going to stick all the packages up there. This is going to be so good for logistics in a factory. How cool is this going to look? I really want to get Perfect World updated now, geez. But then Greg should snatch those. Wonderful. And then if you had, for example, a repackager here and then sent those things into a crafter, you could literally automate crafting as well, just from like a panel. This thing is a game changer. Although I do wonder, can I skip this step and can I load a frog directly from the packager? Because that would be cool. So let's get rid of that and just do an order for something from... That is not how I do an order. This is how I do an order. So let's just order some sand. Yep, look at that. It worked. Amazing. So you can do like nice little compact ones as well. This is good news. Something else we've not looked at yet is this, the redstone requester, which I believe you link into a network like that, and then you can pre-program it for an order. So let's say... Oh, okay. So I can't put in stacks of items, just individual ones. Okay, that's weird. Oh no, you scroll to change amount. Yep, there you go. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. And must send all items or allow partial orders. Okay, cool. So this would be good for manufacturing stuff, right? If you just put the ingredients of something you want to make next to a crafter, this could potentially work like that. Enter the address it should be sent to. So we'll send all this stuff to Fred. And I believe this one works by redstone. So if I just stick a button on there and press that, that should give us the order. And every time we press that, we'll get another one. It's going to be a lot of fun automating all this stuff. Oh, although currently I'm delivering stuff to Fred. Let's just give Fred a little box and have him to send and receive packages. There you go, Fred. Sorry about that. So when the packages don't have anywhere to go, they just sort of spin around and round in a circle. But now they've got a destination, they should go see Fred. Oh, he's only going to take them one at a time, though, because they're a bit too close to each other. Although apparently I can't feed a package into him because he's got an inventory there, I assume. Is that why? Just being awkward, Mr. Box? I don't know. Either way, very cool. And I think it's about time I go make myself a cup of tea. We've got plenty to delve into in a minute. Oh my days, I'm a box. Just found the cardboard armor, and when you crouch, you hide as a box. How cool is that? When you're in first person mode, you got little eye holes. Oh, this is cool. Not particularly useful, I guess, but very fun nonetheless. And I also found a cardboard sword. Good stuff. Anyway, right, what's next? What else have we got in here? Ooh, the post box. We haven't looked at that yet. And for the post box, I believe I need a train. So let's quickly build a tiny little train. Gonna put down a station, and then we need to right-click that, and then we put the post box here. So white post box, let's call it Mr. B. It's my post box. Although, let's put that on a fence post, make it look a bit better. That is my post box there. And then if we just quickly build a train, then we're going to stick another post box over this side. We'll call this one Foxy. Then we're going to add a third one called Stam. While I remember, actually, we're going to quickly stick this train together. And if we set up a quick schedule, so we'll travel to Foxy, then Mr. B, and then Stam. And off you go, buddy. So he should start doing his little circles. Now, what we need to do is place an order. So we'll have a few of these. We'll send these to Mr. B. So that should create some orders over there. And then, oh, I need a funnel. And then that package, look at that, it goes on the train, sits in the depot. That's cool. And then that should get dropped off. Yeah, look at that, even the little thing sticks up. Now, Mr. B has a parcel there. Awesome. So if we do another one for Mr. B, and then do a couple for Foxy. Wait a sec, why isn't Stam on the list? I think I forgot to add him to the clipboard. Now, if we put this back down, so we can order some stuff for Stam. We can order some stuff for me. Like that. We should have loads of packages over here. So the train should pick up all 4 of those. Haha, love it. Excellent. And then he's going to go around and drop those off at the relevant post boxes. And then from there, of course, you can take them out, do what you need to do with them. But that is an awesome delivery service. This makes me incredibly happy. So, yep, post boxes are also cool. But I know there's got to be more. We've played with this. Factory gauge. We haven't played with that yet. And that one scares me. So we'll come to that right at the end. But first, we've got tablecloths and table covers. I think these ones are going to need a ponder. We can use them to display items. They can also be used to sell items. Ooh, fancy. So the shop's inventory is just another one of those inventory setups. Yeah, get a stock ticker, put it in the shop. This all makes sense so far. We could basically use the setup we've already done. And then while holding a tablecloth, interact with the shopkeeper and set a price. Other players can now interact with the shop. Okay. Well, that all seems fairly straightforward. When checking out at the cashier, the bought items will be placed in a package. Oh my days, this is like a full-on shop system. And then you just send it back to the player. Oh, that's so cool. And payments get stored in the ticket. Okay, so in theory, we should just be able to use this dude over here to make a little shop, right? Let's stick a little thing there. So, okay, yes, okay, configure. So whatever I choose here is what you're buying. Okay, I see. So if we do, say, a stack of mangrove logs, then when I put that there, haha, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Shop owner must set a price first. Okay, so that'll be on this bit here, right? So let's set the price in feathers. Can I change? Click and hold for amount. Ah, okay, that's cool. 22 feathers for a stack of logs. That seems pretty reasonable. Now, if I want to buy... okay, yep, so we've got these. I think I'm buying 3 lots of them now. I don't want that many. Let's just get 1. And then if we give that to this guy... Oh, it takes the feathers out of my inventory and it's getting the package. Oh, this is incredible. And now I've got my logs. That's awesome. Is there anything about this update that isn't awesome? Jeez. Oh, that's new as well. A pulse timer. Assuming that does exactly what it says on the tin. Does it just send out a pulse every X amount of time? I have a feeling I'm probably not even going to need to ponder this one. So if we set it to 1 second, every second, it sends out a pulse. Or every second, it turns off the pulse. Either way, okay, cool. Yeah, I like it. Simple but effective. And from what I can see, that's pretty much the end of the new stuff. We've got cardboard now. And a transmitter, which I think these are just sort of parts of crafting recipes, a bit like the electron tube is. So I guess it's just the factory gauge. I am scared of the factory gauge. As I say, I did watch Polart's video where he actually goes in depth on all of this stuff. I didn't retain very much information, and the factory gauges in particular, they just seemed really scary. Let's see if we can figure them out, shall we? Oh, and there's also these new blocks as well. Stacked cardboard and bound blocks of cardboard. A few more decoration blocks, that's nice. But anyway, stop procrastinating, Beardy. Let's take a look at these factory gauges, which I know for a fact you can stick to a wall. Tune to a stock link first. Let's just dig into that one. See what's going on over here. Next, click with item to set. New factory task. Right, I'm already lost. Let's ponder. Okay, so you place them on a packager and it will monitor what's in the inventory. Right, click it with the item and it will display the amount present in the inventory. Right, okay. That's cool. The gauge can refill this inventory from the logistics network. Right, click it again to open its configure UI. Set an address that should be used for the requested items. Okay, right, see, this is where I got lost last time. The target amount to maintain can now be set by holding right-click. Whenever the chest has fewer items than this amount, the logistics network sends more with the specified address. Right, okay, that's cool. I see. I think. So there is a step 2 as well, but let's try and figure out this first step first. So if we stick that on there and we click an item to set, I think this one's probably got some oak logs in it, maybe? It does. Oh, I've smashed everything. Tell I'm not used to creative. Right, let's do that again. Configure it to that and then stick it on there. Then we can see we've got 307 oak logs in there. So I feel like this is not the best place to be testing this, actually. Let's do this somewhere else. Right, so let's connect this to the network and stick it on here. Then if we have oak logs set there, target amount in storage is 10. So it's currently missing target address. Felicity, not the address? Do I need to add a stock link as well? How about now? Still missing a target address. Aha, enter the address that will cause packages to arrive here. I see, so I just had to right click it. So if we do Felicity, now, is that gonna work? Oh, it's just requested some. Yeah, look at that. So because I don't have 10 here, it should have just requested 10 from there. And now Fred is sticking it on the chain, and that should come over here to Felicity. Here we go, and then she should grab those, unpackage them, and then 10 oak in there. So if I take out 5 of those, is that going to send another order? Yep, there we go. It's just requested another order. And that should only have 5 in it this time, because it's all it needs to fill it up, I think. All right, that makes sense. Step 1 of factory gauges complete. It lets you keep stuff stocked. I like it. Problem is, now we need to look at step 2, and this is the one I'm scared of. Right, so basically, it can monitor a whole network, and then it can replenish stock levels, add the required ingredients, new connections. Oh, geez. Oh, my days. Look at this. We can do, like, full factory automation. It also looks a little bit like those factory plans I normally do. Excellent. Oh, what? There's another scene? What? That's amazing. You can actually do, like, proper recipes in a crafting table. Oh, no, there's a 4th step as well. All right, okay, so you can use them to target redstone links as well, which I suppose can then turn off like a whole factory if it needed. And display links work with them too. Excellent. Right, we've got a lot of playing around to do to figure these ones out then. I mean, it kind of made sense with the whole like board thing. But I guess to test this, we need something to make. And what with it being create, I guess making a cake makes sense. It's all about the cake. So let's quickly build something up here. I think we have something that we can test. So I've not set up the gauges yet because I wanted to do that with you so you can actually see how they work as I figure it out. But what I've got is I've got a bunch of boxes here that represent different farms. So if you imagine this was a wheat farm, an egg farm, a sugar farm, and of course a milk farm. And then over here we've just got general storage, and I've named all the frogs. They should all dispatch and receive things over here. And over this side we've just got a general crafter. So in theory this can actually be used to craft anything that's sent to it from a board like this. So I'll set up a little test for that as well. But first, let's see if we can get these working. So I need to connect these to the same network. And what we want to do is we want to make cake. Currently, there's no cake in the network. So next up, we need to sort out the 4 ingredients for cake, which is eggs, sugar, milk, and wheat. And we should have values for those. Why no values? I need to make sure I link in a stock ticker to the network as well. Actually, one moment. I've done these wrong. Let's connect them to the same network again, just so we don't lose what we've done. There we go. That's what I need to do. And they are all linked in. All right. So now we should have numbers. Yeah, there we go. That's good to know. The stock ticker must go on the packager itself. Nope, the stock link. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the things we want to make cakes. So we add a new connection to here. Nope, that's going the wrong way. So if we add a new connection from here. Yep, there we go. The arrow's going the correct way. Add one from here. Add one from here. Add one from here. When we look at this, what we can now do is actually fit the recipe in, I guess. Should it not detect the recipe? Use mechanical crafting. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. So that's now set the cake recipe for us. And to make this, we need to send everything to Crafter. All right. So in theory, if I set this to 1 cake, it doesn't currently have one, so it should request stuff. Look at it go! This is awesome. Okay, so now this stuff should all get picked up by the crafter, and then go into the repackager to turn it into 1 package. Seems to be working. Yep, there's the repackager, and now that should go in here. Oh, no. I need to put a thingy in. Okay, got to put a packager here. Right, let's try that again. So set that to inactive just to reset it. So we need 1 cake. Thinks it's in progress. Let's go for 2 cakes, and we'll just add a cake over here. That should fix the system. Right. Oh no, wait a sec. The egg one's pointing in both directions. That's probably not correct. But that is making a cake. Okay, I kind of missed all of that. And now... All right, that's not going to work either. So let's make some changes here. We need that to go into a barrel. Then we'll put the packager there. Frog pot on top. And this one doesn't need a name, so we're just going to put the star in to use it as a wild card. The last thing I need to do is stick a sign on here with storage on. And now anything that comes out of that packager will automatically have the address for storage, which should send it back over there, which is something else I think I forgot to do earlier. Right, let's try this again. So we want 2 cakes. So we should get packages coming out of here. Missing target address. Oh, now we should get some cakes. So that's all going off. Excellent. Let's actually watch this happen this time. Crafter grabs everything, gets repackaged. Then it gets unpackaged, all put in there as 1 thing. Did I not set the recipe? Yep, didn't set the recipe. Right, 3rd time's the charm. So, items are coming. Crafter grabs them. They get repackaged, go into here, get unpackaged, go straight into the cake recipe. Perfect. This goes down here, gets made. Oh, I think I need to power this. Yep, there we go. Now that should send the cake and probably some extra buckets over here into storage, which should update our cake amount. Right, there we go. The package has been grabbed. Now we have 2 cakes, but that's still not enough. So it should make another cake, right? Why make another cake? Still seems to think it has a cake baking in progress, so I'm going to add one in there again. So that's all gone green. Now if we update that to 5, will it make 2 cakes? Let's hope so. Yep, there we go. Look, it's just sent another batch. That's going to make the first one, and now it's just got to wait for this to come all the way back. Oh, not entirely sure what's going on here now. I think I need to set this one to only send packages so he doesn't grab the excess stuff. Yep, because now that's all gone in there and we're not going to get the cakes again. But I think I understand the system for the most part. I'm just going to do another test, though, to make sure. But we've not got enough sugar. That's not going to do it. Okay, so if we need sugar, I have loaded up some sugarcane into storage over there. So in theory, I should just be able to do this. Put sugarcane, link that one to there. Just going to make sugar. And we want to make sure we've always got, let's say, 20 sugar in there. We should just be able to send this to crafter as well. Yep, so now it's just going to keep sending sugarcane. And then this should craft sugar. Yep, there we go. So not the fastest, but it is going to make the sugar we need. And then once there's enough sugar, it should also then send off to make cake. Oh, yep, there we go. There goes the cake recipe. And now this should just do its thing. And a couple of minutes later, we've now got 7 cakes, we've got 20 sugar. This is incredible. But what if I suddenly decided I wanted loads of barrels? So first up, I'd need to put in the ingredients for the barrels. So let's say oak planks and oak slabs. Get those linked up. Set the recipe and the address. But then I'm pretty sure I don't have these things in the box. So we'd then need to add another link to that. And that will just make planks. Perfect. Once again, in the crafter. And then I'm actually going to move this one down a bit just to give us more space. Then also to get oak slabs, we're going to need to link that to planks. And also set that to go to the crafter. So logs into planks. That should work. So we always want 32 planks. That should, there we go, start taking our logs and making planks. Then we always want at least 32 slabs as well. And ideally, we want about 10 barrels. Now, I am going to speed up this a little bit, just so we're not waiting quite so long. But this should craft our planks. The planks will then get sent back. I'm going to speed this up slightly as well. And then the planks should then get grabbed and turned into slabs. Oh, wait a sec. Haven't set the recipe here. Hopefully I caught that in time and didn't mess it up. No, it's fine. It just means a plank's going to go back. There we go. Now we're getting slabs. Power this has is amazing. As long as you've got your storage linked up and you've got a crafter on the system, you can literally just have a board where you create all your recipes and automate everything. Absolutely everything. Fairly soon, we should start getting some barrels coming through as well, now that we've got planks going into the system, as well as slabs, of course. There we go. That was our first barrel. This is so cool. I absolutely love it. I thought the frogs were going to be my favourite thing, but no, I think it might actually be the really confusing factory gauges, which it turns out are not as confusing as I first thought. I absolutely love this. Look at that, we've got 5 barrels already. But that basically means as long as you have one central storage area that's just basically a whole bunch of vaults, make sure you've got all your core resources going into there from your farms. You could then just set up a bunch of these crafters and just have a few different addresses, you know, crafter 1, crafter 2, and so on, and just automate absolutely everything in one storage area. This is madness, but I love it. And hopefully it won't be too long till we can actually update our perfect world pack as well. I don't know if we'll be able to upgrade it to Minecraft 1.21, but I can at least, you know, do some tests and see if we can just update create with our current pack, because they have actually released it for 1.20 as well. But I really want to be on Minecraft 1.21 in the long run. But I think that's where we're going to be leaving it for today. I know we didn't do anything in the main world. We do need to go back and name that wizard tower, but the video where I asked you to actually give it a name only just went out. So I'm going to give that some time for names to actually appear before we then go back to the main world, choose a name, and build our next ride, which is what we was going to do this episode. But yeah, I've got another new idea for a fancy new ride, and we should be able to put a few farms in with it as well, not just dumping a phantom farm on top like the last one. But I hope you enjoyed this slightly different episode to what we usually do, but I certainly did have fun playing around with this stuff, and I can't wait to get it in the world. See you on the next one. Bye-bye now.